This is the J&J Show, Tools, Technology, and Training, sponsored by Milton Industries. And Milton Industries also has under their umbrella Z-Line by Milton, LTI, and ProMax. And we so much appreciate Milton because Milton's logo is Simply Better Air and Beyond. And that's currently what they're doing now, is they're going beyond the air, because so much things are going to electric tools, and they are just expanding out like crazy. Of course, with the Tools for Schools that we just did, y'all saw so many of the products that they were so generously given away. And next we have Bonneville High School with Adam Arndt.
Hi, yeah, fourth place Bonneville High School, named after a great speed lake. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Aaron, I'm just going to take half your glory just because he's more or less my sister's school down the road. Let's hear. This is my 11th year teaching. I left the industry. I had shops in California, Hayward, Fremont area. Got tired of, well, customers, I guess would be the best way to put it at the point. And I came out to go to Weber State Automotive Program in Utah, then to head and work for Toyota. They've already set me up. They just said that I needed to get my bachelor's degree. I'm like, oh, sure, I can do that. This position opened as a teacher. I was like, oh, that's what I want to do, retire. I'll apply just so I know what it takes to be a shop teacher, because my high school shut them all down when I went in. So I was a little deprived, I guess would be the best way to describe it. And well, as you can see, I'm here. So Toyota dropped out. I went with the less pay and no travel. And I love it. As I was mentioning earlier, and I didn't mute my mic fast enough. My kids are down there. They're waiting to pull out of this 218 out of this old F-35. We have our shop night every Wednesday doing projects. So projects, let's hear. Yeah, my shop manager's yelling at me. We are doing a rat rod for SEMA. We are restoring a 1950 Mack fire truck for the Great Race. We are restoring a 1963 rail car. Where else are we? We're building a sand rail to teach kids how to do SCCA racing. Monica, what else am I doing? Come on up here. Monica is my shop manager. Hello. So we do a full management system. So she is the shop manager. She's the one in charge of all the stuff we do in the shop.
The Overland.
Oh, the Overland racing lawnmowers.
The Mack truck.
Mack truck.
You do the hot rod.
Hot rodders tomorrow. We do that. We have 2 teams doing that project.
We have the model cars.
Oh, yes. I will mention more about that in a minute.
I don't know what else.
And then you have a full team, right?
Yeah. Hot rodders?
No, your management team.
What do you mean?
Well, you have Hadley.
Oh, yeah. Like the whole branch. We have different people that manage different parts of the shop, and it helps us stay organized and just cooperate more. It's good. It's a good program.
I'll be down with you.
Okay. We've been waiting on him to help us because we're not forklift certified. Literally the only thing we're not allowed to do. So
they're ready to yank that motor. They keep yelling at me. So, but yeah, I do a full management system. So everything from, she is the shop manager. Anything we do in the shop, it's because she said, yes, let's do it. And it goes on. And yeah, we're trying to develop a racing program. We do cycle carts, but the model cars, I wanted to talk about that. And it's something that we've really gotten into because we don't do body work because one, our state says they have to be in separate facilities. And we got model cars from several different body shops, donated them, and they're kit bashing. So all they get is the body, and then they have to build the rest of it. And then we're gonna have a large car show, and we're teaming up with the Diesel Brothers, Central Auto Body, Matt's Rods and Customs, and they're going to do a scholarship fund for these kids for the best looking model car, because a lot of kids are interested in the auto body industry, and my shop's geared for the wrench turners, but that's not what the industry is. There is so much more. We just started doing tuning and auto detailing also in addition to our classes, just to give them more. We now have a marketing program within the autos, so that they can see that adventure because when we got back from SEMA, I took Aaron with us and my principal and our state CTE director to SEMA, and they're like, wait, there's more than turning wrenches? Yes. And so they've been giving me permission to do little experimental stuff in my shop, and I just love it. And I'm now here, and it's 6:30, and we got another 3 hours to go before the end of the night. So,
Adam, I'm exhausted just hearing all the stuff you're doing.
oh, Joel, we met back at and a few of you I met back at COVID. Joel started our own Zoom meetings, and that was a lifesaver. And Utah, we do it every Thursday. We meet online. So that way we can share curriculum and support one another with the students. They're crazy.
That is just fantastic because Joe's on here, and Joe's a big part of ICAR right now, and training and technology. I believe they even get into some tools out there with you, Joe, because I saw this morning that big fancy lifting that battery pack back into the EMOC.
Yeah,
Mach-E
putting
Mustang.
the battery pack back in the Mach-E, nice 1,300-pound battery pack. So we had that out last week. We had Chuck from Redline out to do our Repairs Realm live events. We were talking about battery enclosure testing, so I pulled the battery out to do that, and I tore the battery apart the other day, to poke around inside of it, and I had to get it back in for class next week. So.
Yeah, and we're going to let you share some of that here in just a few minutes about what's going on. But, when we talk about the industry, I'm telling you, it's both sides. And some students like turning the wrenches. Some need to get into the management. So what management system do you have?
For software, truthfully, it's self-drawn back when I owned my own shops. I have our school is very strict on what we can use. So it's kind of an Excel-based program that sends messages back and forth that I wrote many years ago. So.
And then here you get into the racing with the racing cars, the sand rails.
Yeah, so we have a sand rail because I wanted the kids to learn a little bit, about alignments. And the best way to learn about alignment is a sand rail because it's all sitting there. And our local SCCA autocross is just down the road in Farmington, and it's just single road track. Not a road track; it's parking lot, and they go and hit a cone. But this way, they can see, oh look, we did an alignment and did this effect. Let's go and drive it, and now we have a result. So that's the biggest thing with that one. Yeah, so we're putting a little Honda Civic engine in the back of it, and I don't know, just. I do a ton of projects. We do the ASC exams, but we're the smallest school in our state in numbers wise. That is a in-city school. There's the rural schools that have less, but we have just over 1,100 students. So we're at 70% capacity. So my goal is really to get kids interested in here and then keep them interested in what we're doing because, well, even Aaron and both of us, it's been harder to get kids motivated to see this stuff. And well, by doing all these projects, I know it's filled it up. And the fact that there's 32 kids out in that shop right now I have 5 guys from the community, 5 retired gentlemen that come and learn fabrication skills as well. And they teach about their careers. I got a retired Navy officer, a retired firefighter. I got a city plumber, and then a aircraft mechanic. And they come in, they work with the kids along side by side, and they learn their careers, which is kind of cool. And then they're teaching them how to weld and how to mock up a frame. So I know I do too much. Joel's told me that.
It's like we're just going, oh my gosh, how do you get we need you to share how you get
because
that
of my
involvement.
management. We just had a meeting today, so I meet with my 3 managers, and they told me what they met about yesterday. And I relay it back to them, and if things fall down, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I guess we don't go to the race this week. And it's happened, but they've learned. So this way they fail here and not in the industry when that customer needed that car. So rather than mess up here.